Hi, this is Pamela Bird, your boundaries coach, and I want to talk to you about why people typically are afraid to speak up for themselves. Three reasons I want to give you. The first one is because of the fear. They're afraid. What are they afraid of? They're afraid of rejection. Rejection. They're afraid that they're going to be abandoned. They're afraid that they're going to initiate conflict, and people that are afraid to speak up for themselves typically don't like conflict, so they'll back down, or because they're afraid of retaliation. What's going to happen? What are they going to do if I speak up for myself, right? That's number one. Number two, they haven't been able to identify patterns of behavior that is unacceptable to them. How many times do we forget about something someone did to us and then it comes up again, and because we haven't identified it, our fear will allow us to not speak up at all. I've been identifying patterns lately through my coloring that I do adult coloring, and started to realize that I only color based on patterns. As a journaling practitioner, I teach people a specific style of journaling that helps them to be able to identify those patterns, because we forget things. But that's the other reason, number two, is why people don't speak up for themselves. And then number three, because they don't truly embrace, understand, or even know their worth and their value. So what do you do if you're afraid to speak up? You first of all understand that there's a process that you must go through in order to get the courage to speak up for yourself. The first thing you need to do is you need to know your worth and your value. You need to do the work to find out what that is. The second thing, what happens when you do find out who you are and you identify your worth and what you deserve, and that makes it so much easier to identify the patterns that are unacceptable to you, and then to communicate your boundaries. Then, even in spite of fear, you will have the courage to be able to speak up for yourself, no matter the results that could possibly happen. And you know what? When we do it that way, the results are far less damaging and far less scary than if we had not taken those steps in the first place. This is Pamela Bird, your boundaries coach, and join us over in Facebook group, Let's Talk Boundaries, and bring some of the situations that you're dealing with, some of the challenges, some of the questions you have about the boundaries that are important to you. You know, those boundaries that matters most to you.